Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're over here today with Dale Newman. He raises bulls and he sells semen, and we're gonna watch him transfer this semen over here into the tank for us, and then we're gonna ask him some questions. So we'll get ready and we'll watch him real quick here.
Yes, sir. I'm Dale Newman. We're known as the Bar Inn Ranch, and we breed and raise American Angus cattle, and also breed and raise the original Angus cattle that came to America, the Aberdeen Angus cattle. They are the original history of the American Angus. I mean, and they're from the Aberdeen County in Scotland, and brought here, I don't even remember, way back there in early 1900s. And but anyway, these are the original. He was wanting semen on Aberdeen for a couple of young heifers, and the cavities of these Aberdeens is really, on virgin heifers, it is really neat. I mean, they are little calves with a lot of vigor, and mamas lay down and have them and get up, and the babies are got the vigor to get to the udder and go to sucking right now. But they're really a class act operation for a small operation, and very efficient cattle. Really good on grass. You know, they keep real easy. Gentle cattle. They're really, you just can't believe the disposition of these cattle. If you play with them just a little bit, they are your pets. And but the Aberdeens are very efficient meat cattle. And but anyway, the deal, we use them on our American Angus heifers, on our virgin American Angus heifers, just because of the calving ease is the #1 thing. Is I don't want that heifer having any trouble having a baby, and I want it to be a small baby for her first calf. And then the calves, the half-bloods, are really good quality cattle. But anyway, Mitchell was wanting some semen, and this is going to be on an old Aberdeen bull that 4 of them took and brought him across here from Australia. 4 different guys went together and bought this bull, and so that is a bull that I recommend him to use on these heifers. And branded red, he's a black Angus black bull, but he has a red gene line in him, and they named him branded red because of the red gene. And I got several semen tanks here full of American Angus and also Aberdeen Angus. But anyway, it's like right here on your books, you got tank number 5, and there's the old bull branded red right there. It says he's in canister number 1. And so this here is nitrogen. The semen's got to be kept in nitrogen, and you keep it in you keep your AI tanks full all the time with nitrogen. This semen will keep forever. But anyway, you can know your numbers. I mean, like him, he's a yellow top on his canes, LO038. And so you pull up right here, and there's LO38. And Mitchell's wanting 5. And I don't know if I've got any that's just broke. There's 10 in a cane. And you don't never want to hold these up very long. I don't think I've got one broke down. I don't have either. And so, all right, I throw the empty cane in here to take, and this stuff is very cold. It's cold.
And Dale, how long have you been doing this?
My AI certificate is, I went to Dodge City, Kansas, up there to ABS school in 1976.
So a good while.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And is there a way for people to get a hold of you if they're looking for semen?
Yes, sir. Yeah. I mean, call us here. Call me on my cell phone, 405-880-1429.
I'll also post that on the screen right here, so you guys will be able to see that too.
You know, and so And I about need you to help me hold this here up. Are you shutting off?
Nope, I can do it like
And
this.
so
Okay.
when I ask you to, bring it up and then take it back down.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull a cane of 5 off. And come on, baby, pop in there. Go down with it. Man, that is cold. It's cold, cold, cold. It will burn your fingers. And so, I mean, I've got semen on bulls that's been dead for years.
Can you hold that up for me?
And yeah, please. Oh my, that is cold.
Back down.
Yes. And
Ready?
yeah, try to let my fingers thaw out. I'm very picky about my semen. It's clipped in good. So there's your 5 units, branded red, and he's done a super good job. I can go show you some kids, some grandsons of him, and a son of him, if you want to, on that.
Yeah. Well, we can go out there and look at it, guys. Like he was saying, his phone number and stuff. I will put it on the screen so you guys can see that again. If you do need anything, Odell, he come very highly recommended from a bunch of people that I know. That's why we're using him, and we appreciate him kind of going over with us here. Dale, what's some benefits of AI and versus keeping a bull if you have a small herd?
Well, it's just like with us. We've always got cattle for sale. We've got Aberdeen full-blood Aberdeen heifers, Aberdeen cows, young Aberdeen bulls for sale, and all the time. I mean, you know, just give us a buzz. But the thing is, it's so neat about it is that it's the one of the thing I want to recommend real highly is heat detection. AI is one thing, but heat detection is everything of getting your animals pregnant. And anyway, you know, you can have 5 head, 3 head, and if you'll really pay attention on who's riding who out there in the pasture and what time that they started this morning, and then you want to AI, if you find them at 7:30 this morning riding in heat, you want to breed 12 to 14 hours later. And so you'd be breeding them this season late. And but your beauty part is not having the expense of a bull. And to be honest about it, I mean, I've been raising bulls all of my life. I mean, my dad always told my wife back there, said he had his diaper changed in a cow corral, and Angus cattle is all we've ever had. And we go back to 1935 on the first Angus cattle that was involved with my dad back there. We have one cow line that still traces back to those old pedigrees. And but your beauty part is not having to put up with a bull. The bulls, I mean, they just want to rub and tear up everything they can with their old heads and everything. And I don't care if he's a big old pet, he's got to take and turn everything over, tear everything up. And you just don't have to put up with the headache of him and the neighbor's bull getting into it, having a fight, tearing fences up. AI is a very unique tool. A lot of people cannot take and afford to have a really expensive bull on the place. But anywhere from 20 to 100 bucks, you know, and you can even step up to some of the higher priced bulls will be $300 for a straw. And I mean, but you take and your expense of feeding a mature bull, you know, you're going to be out $500, $700 just to keep him for a year. Well, if you got 2 or 3 cows and you really pay attention to your heat detection and be set up with your facilities so that, I mean, that who's AIing for you, do not get hurt because you got to go through the rectum and then the syringe through the vulva to take and to find the cervix and pass that cervix and AI these cows. And you know, but your whole thing is the economy, not the economy, but the price of keeping that bull versus buying semen and having somebody come AI for you, it's cheap, and it's just and like I say, it lets you breed to that. Okay, just like ourselves, we'll be breeding to several $150,000, $200,000 Angus bulls this year, and the semen is anywhere from 40 to 50 bucks. You know, we use Duff Cattle Company. Really like what Kurt Duff has got done on his program. Has very efficient red Angus and black Angus cattle, and but we'll be AIing the Kurt's bulls that I can't afford to buy one of them, but I can sure enough afford to take and buy 10 units of semen on him. That costs anywhere from $40 to $50, you know, a straw, and then it's your replacement heifers. Is one of the #1 things is by AIing to the very top bulls. Now then, you got that replacement heifer right there that you go off to the good sales, and she brings $2,500, $5,000, $10,000, and here you got a sister to her, a half sister to her back home out of the same sire that she's out of. And look, I mean, you've paid your technician, you know, your man that come and AI'd for you, your lady that AI'd for you, and I mean, you know, you might have $100 tied up in your heifer replacement. So it's a very efficient way to take and get to build a cow herd, a small cow herd,
and have good diverse genetics.
Yes, the very best genetics of America, or of the world, really, because I mean, you know, we can use bulls from Australia, Canada, you name it,
right?
Know? And but AIing is that is what caused me to go to AI school in 1976. Driving home from a sale, went there to try to buy some heifers, and I mean, those heifers, I mean, they brought it all. And I was going home, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to AI school. I'm going to learn how to AI myself, buy all my equipment, and this way I'll breed the Mr. Bull and raise my own heifers, and that's how we build our cow herd. And then that's what your people want. When they want to buy a bull, they want to buy that young bull out of the Mr. High Dollar Bull of the country. And so that's another plus about AIing, you know, so anyway, that's kind of this old country boy.
Well, Dale, we all really appreciate you getting some advice from you, especially on the AI. And I don't know a whole lot about it. I did a little bit in Votech, or not in Votech, in ag in school. Our ag teacher, he showed us a little bit about it. I'm not comfortable enough to say that I could do it for somebody.
Yes.
That's why in probably the next video, the lady that's gonna AI it for us, she's gonna give a little brief deal, but you still need to get trained and have someone that knows the proper training on how to do it, so it's done right. That's the big thing.
Yeah, so I mean, because you want to be very accurate when you turn loose of that semen out of that syringe. You know, I mean, it's I can show you what a syringe is like. I mean, this here would be a straw. I didn't know we was gonna do this deal.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
But anyway, that would be your syringe right here, and it slides over a sheath right here. You would pop your semen. You pull this out and pop your semen into there. You go here out of the AI tank with this straw of semen right here that come out of the nitrogen. It goes right into your thawer. This thawer is supposed to be anywhere from 95 to 97 degrees is your heat. You want it to be a good body temperature, and you want to leave it in there for a minute. I love using a timer because you think you know what a minute is, but that little old timer helps you know that you genuine left it in the thaw water for a minute. And then you come out of there, you take your cutter, you cut the edge of it off, then you pop it into your sheath right here, and then the sheath slides down over the syringe, and it slides down over it, and then you want to take and go right to your body just as fast as you can and get it to your body temperature. so that you can keep it in that 95, 98 degree body temperature. And then you want to go straight to your cow. Get an AI glove on. I mean, I always love the sleeves. You know, you use the sleeve right here and slide on. And then I like to have a really good lube, and then lube up on the rectum of the cow. And so it's and the taking to say yes, I mean, it's an art, because you got to put your eyeballs in your fingers. And I mean, and you've gone through the rectum of the cow, and you're picking up the cervix, and you've got the syringe sitting there at the, just started into the edge of the vulva. You want to be tender, and use a good butt pipe behind your cow so you don't get kicked. And you want to be very tender with your animals. And but once you get past that cervix, you'll be able to feel with the tip of your finger that you're past the cervix, and you got a left horn and a right horn. And I just love to take and put just a dab in the left horn, back up, come in, insert into the right horn, and then back up, and just right there at the Y is where I want to deposit 3/4 of my semen. And so that's how I like to do it, and that's how I was taught to do it, you know. And so that was, and I've had several thousand cows in life, and I mean, there's not a lot of glamour in it, but sure is nice to see a really good baby calf when it comes due time, and you was successful at it. And number one thing is, you got to give all the credit to God, and that is the number one thing I preach. That I had several people say, man, how do you get everything so pregnant like you do AI? And it's all because I ask God's blessings upon it when I start, and then after I get done, I thank Jesus for that good cow, and Lord, let her settle. And so, you know, God will bless what you put your hands to.
Yep. So
that's my thing is him giving me the ability to do it, and then you got to give him the credit that it worked.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You know.
Well, Dale,
that'll be a full-blood Aberdeen bull.
And then that one you said's a half?
Yes, he'll be a quarter-blood Aberdeen. And the other one, the little guy up there in the corner, is the last calf born. He's full-blood Aberdeen. You see, there's a lot of people don't realize on the history book, I mean, that my magazine from the American Angus Association back there, it comes as American Angus. It used to come as the American Aberdeen Angus Journal, and they switched it over to American Angus.
Yeah. He's got a whole pen of bulls in here, just young ones. There's 3 there. Did you say that one was a half up there?
Yes, that's a half-blood. That's a half-blood.
Yeah, and
that'll be a half-blood American Angus in Aberdeen. That'll be a full-blood Aberdeen. And this is a really, really good,
yeah, he's
full-blood
nice.
Aberdeen right here. That is, this is quite a calf right here. He's kind of big time. We'll have semen on him later on coming up right here. The bull you just got semen on branded red. Branded red, this calf is out of the bull called Barian Prophet. Barian Prophet is a son of branded red. That is a grandson of branded red. And that's an awful good calf right there.
Yeah.
Those you'll drive the wheels off to find one any better.
Yeah, he's real nice. All of them are really nice in here. There's some more over here.
And these bulls are for sale too. I mean, they're all for sale.
Yeah, if you guys are interested, like I say, I'll link the phone number again right in here, so you can always get a hold of them if you are looking for an Aberdeen or an Angus bull, and Dale can help you out. Even if you're just looking for semen, get a hold of him. He can get you help wherever you need it.
I do thank you. Yes, sir. 4 head of American Angus heifers. Here's your full-blood Aberdeen Angus cow. And she's the mother of this bull right here, Prophet. And of course, she's AI'd. I mean, we AI everything. But this here would be the little bull justice up there a while ago you was looking at. And this here will be a son of branded red that you just got done buying semen on.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty nice Angus bull right there, Aberdeen Angus bull.
Yeah, he's real nice.
You know, full-blood Aberdeen Angus cow right there. And American Angus heifer. American Angus heifer. Prophet, you can walk on out there and woo, woo, woo. Come on.
Oh, there you go.
But that'll show you what a really good toppy Aberdeen Angus bull looks like. That's a bull that we call Prophet, bar-end Prophet. And we got semen on him too. And of course this here will be American Angus heifers. They'll be out of, that'll be a Duff for real. And this here will be a Duff for real Angus heifer. That'll be full-blood Aberdeen heifer, another full-blood Aberdeen heifer. And we've always got cattle for sale, you know, and these are really good meat cattle. But anyway, there's kind of, and this here is a typical genuine Aberdeen Angus cow, and a really good Aberdeen Angus cow. And this is something I love right here, is the disposition of these cattle.
Yeah.
I love that disposition. I don't like wild cattle, and of course you can make pets wild, but breeding disposition, you can breed and raise disposition. The PBR bull deal and everything ought to show you that you breed buck to buck, mean to mean, and you got yourself a wildcat.
Yeah.
But, well, I thought you might enjoy seeing.
Yeah, we sure do.
American Angus heifers that are bred to an Aberdeen bull, and not worried at all about calving time on them.
Yeah, the cattle that we have, they're Jersey crossed with an Aberdeen. They're half Aberdeen, half purebred Jersey. So they're a little bit taller than these guys, but the height don't really bother me. And being a virgin heifer, you want them to have a small calf their first time, so they have easy calving and you don't have any problems while you're calving. The last thing I want to do is go out there in the middle of the night and pull a calf.
And it's be dead.
Yeah, and be dead.
And then that calf, when you have to pull those calves, there's about a 70% chance that it's going to be a hard rebreed to get her back pregnant again.
Yeah, everyone that we've ever had to pull, we always had to sell the cow.
Yes, I mean, because it just seemed like that they won't breed back.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's not 100%. I mean, there's nothing that's 100%.
Right.
Anyway, but
well, Dale, we appreciate it.
Yes,
appreciate the time.
It's been a pleasure, and give us a holler if we can help you on something. Like I say, we've always got cattle for sale. We've got bulls, heifers, bred cows. I mean, there's always something for sale.
Okay, and I'll put all of your information on the video. So if anyone has any questions about getting semen or looking for bulls, even heifers or cows or something, they can give you a call.
Yes, I mean, my wife, I mean, this is her program. She loves this deal, and Candy can answer 99% of these questions.
Well, thanks again.